Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whenever you're listening to this. Welcome to Biology 251, which is your Anatomy and Physiology Part 1. My name is Dr. Clay, and I will be your instructor for this course. I wanted to take a few minutes to welcome you and show you through Canvas and what all we have to get started. This will be your home screen for the course. You'll notice you have three little tabs at the bottom: a Start Here, some resources, and the learning modules. I'll show you through the resources first. These resources will be here throughout the semester. These are things that are provided by the school. So the first is to help you with Canvas and Lola. If you are unfamiliar with Canvas, we have several videos and tutorials by clicking through here. But if you're having any kind of technical support, we also have the phone number for you to contact Canvas Technical Support. And we can show you how to search the Canvas guides, and then also either chat with Canvas if you're unable to call them. So to do that, you'll just come over to the left menu, click Help, and then you'll see those resources for you. Also within this school help part, we have how to work with Lola, some videos on that, and then we have resources for COVID related information. We also have how to reset your email password at Delgado. The other thing I would like to mention is this tab here. The computer lab at the City Park campus is open. The hours are going to vary based on the availability and what's going on with COVID, but you can always click here to see those hours. And you also have to register to use those computers. So this will also send you to a link where you can reserve a spot to use the computer at the lab. If you have trouble accessing Respondus, which we use for testing during this course, then you'll want to make use of these, the computer lab, the open hours there. If you need to contact the Office of Disability Services, this is a link to be able to do so. And also below, if you don't have Microsoft Office, so that's Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and you need access to those, as a student at Delgado, you have access to that. So the next is tutoring. We have a couple of tutoring options, and most of them are free. NetTutor is a service that's online, as well as this from Louisiana, and the Writing Center. So the Writing Center you may or may not use for this course, or NetTutor you may or may not use for this course, but these are things that you can use for any course you're enrolled in. So I like to make sure that you know they're available for you. I have office hours each week. I'm available for you to connect with me via Zoom, and you simply go into this site, click through to set a time, and you'll look at the calendar and whatever time you want to schedule. Now this is after hours that I'm doing this, so there's nothing available on my Monday, but if you're within the daytime, and there may be a time that is 2 minutes from when you're actually looking, so you can basically reach me instantly, or you can schedule a time. Just depends on the schedule of office hours. So be sure to look up the office hours. And if you aren't able to connect with me during office hours, but you need to connect with me, then please shoot me a message in Canvas or an email letting me know a time that is more convenient for you. And if it is outside of my class times and I don't have other obligations, I will be happy to meet with you. If you've not used Zoom before, like I said, these meetings with me are via Zoom. So here are some instructions on how to get started and how to join a video meeting from Zoom. I'm going to take us back to the course homepage now that we've gone through the resources that we have available. And I'm going to click to Start Here. Start Here will take you to the Begin Here course orientation module. The first thing I want to mention is that all of these items must be completed before you can move on to accessing the course material, your actual coursework. These materials are our binding documents of class, and they let me know that you have read and understand what is expected of you and what is expected of me as well for this semester. So the first is I just introduce myself to you to tell you a little bit about me and my background and my experience in the science field and in teaching field and just in life. You can also always reach here to schedule that same Zoom, so it takes you to the exact same place. I just want you to always know that you can get in touch with me. You'll mark as done, of course, to move on to the next. And the next thing is going to be your course syllabus. So your course syllabus and your syllabus addendum. I said binding documents of the class. This lets you know all those expectations. You will want to make sure you read and go through these in this material. I don't want you to come in here and just mark done. If you come in here and just mark done, when you get to your syllabus quiz at the end of this, you will be guessing and you will be missing some things. So you'll end up having to take that multiple times. So just read this material. And oftentimes when you have questions during the semester, go back and review here and you'll see that it answers a lot of your questions. If you click that little preview document, it's going to open a window and show you the document in your screen. If you actually click the link, it will download it to your computer. And this, as I said, is for the course syllabus, so this is the same for all Delgado 251 courses. It is department-wide. If you are enrolled in the lab right now, I like to say that 251 is 251 and 253. We strongly recommend that you take them together during the same semester. However, if you drop one, you will not be dropped from the other. So we recommend taking them together because, of course, they complement one another. But if you feel that you need to drop one or the other, that doesn't mean you have to drop both. The required text here is going to be Principles of Anatomy and Physiology, the 15th edition, and you will need to have Wiley Plus as well. I will show you how to access Wiley Plus, because Wiley Plus, you can purchase a code with the new book, or you can purchase the code just by itself, and when you purchase the code, you get access to the digital ebook. All right, the assessment part, I'm going to walk you through when we look at the addendum, because it goes more in detail and it goes over the exam rules, but these are all the grading things. Remember, all of this is going to be information you'll want to make sure that you review and read carefully. Next. All right, so here you'll see that next should be our syllabus addendum, but I am unable to see it. It is grayed out because it's locked until I mark the course syllabus as done. So I'm going to go back, and in this right corner is the mark as done, and we can go on and actually see this. So same thing, if you click the link, it's going to download the actual addendum. If you click this preview, it'll show you the whole document in your browser, but you also have the information right here in separate tabs, so that if you ever need to go to something specific, like what's the makeup policy, what are some important dates for the semester? How do I download Respondus Lockdown Browser? You can actually click through on these tabs just like that. I will mention and go back here in the grading policy. Quizzes and homework will be worth 15% together, and we will be dropping the lowest quiz or homework, so just one grade from this section, and then you'll have 4 exams throughout the semester. Your final exam is comprehensive. It's going to be 25% of your grade, and this Wiley Plus adaptive practice I've been talking about, you will want to make sure that you do get, because it's going to be worth 10% of your grade. If you don't get that at all, you lessen your chances of successfully completing the course. I will post your scores to Canvas. This is just a posting of your scores. However, Canvas does not calculate your grade for you. I did not mark that as done, so let's go back. All right, schedule. This will be our tentative schedule we will be following. I've broken it down into the exam blocks. Each week, you'll have a set of chapters and assignments you'll be completing. Note that if it has a date by it, that is when it is due. You'll notice in the makeup policy that late assignments for quizzes and homework and Wiley Plus assignments, those are not accepted. So if there is a date by it, you will want to make sure. If there is not a date by it in that weekly bullet point, that just means that this is the chapter we're covering, and so it's highly recommended that you go ahead and begin completing that that assignment, or that you start working on that work, because as you see here, when those adaptive practice assignments are due, it's actually 3 chapters that are due before you're tested on that material. And you don't want to let all of that build until right before your test. So that's kind of a gauge of what you should be working, how you should be working, and of course the dates or when things are actually due. Exam 1 will be open from September 8th through September 10th. So anytime during that 3-day window, you need to complete the exam. I will point out that this exam window opens on 9/8 and then closes on 9/10, but we will begin our next set of work for the next chapter also on 9/8 and then go through that full week. So there's going to be some overlap, so you want to make sure that you are looking at your time, your dates, and utilizing it wisely so that you're not missing things or letting things pile up. All right, our next little bit is how to access Wiley Plus. So we said Wiley Plus is required. You'll be purchasing a code. When you get that code, you can download an ebook on up to 4 devices. The ebook has lots of features, creating flashcards, highlighting, all kinds of great things. You'll need an account with Wiley. If you haven't already created one, you can just do so by going to any Wiley Plus link in the course. I'll show you those links, but basically anything that says homework or anything that says adaptive practice, any of those links will allow you then to merge right on into creating your account. When you create your account, they'll send you an email with a code. You'll enter that back into Canvas, and then you'll decide how you want to go ahead and start working. If you have a code, you'll enter in your code that you already have. If you are not ready to purchase, you can get a 14-day free trial, or you can purchase directly from the site here, a single semester or multiple semesters. So I will say that you do also need this for AMP2. You need this for AMP1, and you need it for AMP2, so you can decide if you'd rather do the single semester or if you do the multiple semesters. Then that would mean next semester in AMP2 you won't have to repurchase the code. All right, and last but not least, we have 2 things that you're going to complete here. The first is going to be our introduction discussion board. I want to get to know you, and I want you to get to know your classmates as well. So it's going to be just a brief introduction, who you are, what your career goal is. And then the next part here is let me know something about what you're looking to gain from this course. And that does not need to be a grade, because everyone wants to pass this course or they're not here for the right reasons. And most people want to pass this course with a decent grade, whether that's an A or a B, however you judge, or, so you want to pass, and yes, you'd like to get a good grade. I got that. I know that. Those are expectations that just come with being enrolled in the class. So therefore, let me know something more. And something more than, well, this is going to help me in my career because I need to know how the body functions and I need to know the parts of the body. That's also pretty much known, because almost when we go through this and we see career goals, most of your classmates enrolled in these courses want to go into nursing, occupational therapy, physical therapy. And I know, and you know, that if we go to the doctor, we want the nurse to know how our body works or where certain anatomical parts are. So that's not really enough. Give me some more. Is there a certain subject you're looking at? Is there something that interests you based on things you've had go on in your life or family member's life, or something you've seen on TV, something you've seen going on with this world now? Let me know a little bit more about something that interests you and what you're hoping to gain out of this. So you'll complete that. You'll be able to see your classmates' responses after you've replied, and you can learn a little bit more. You can also interact with them that way. And then the last thing will be this syllabus quiz. This syllabus quiz, of course, we can't see it now because I didn't actually put a post in the discussion board, but it'll prompt you. You will need to have Lockdown browser downloaded already. And remember, those steps were in the addendum on how to, but it'll also actually show you some steps on how to download as well. Once you get that downloaded, you'll take the quiz. Once again, to open up any of your assignments, you're going to have to score 100 on this quiz. 100 lets me know that you and I are on the same page with what is expected as far as dates, as far as policies, and things of that nature. So, I hope that if you have any questions, you please reach out to me and let me know. The other thing, Respondus does not work on Chromebooks. If you have a Chromebook, please email me that you have a Chromebook. If you do not have access to a computer with a webcam, remember you can go to the computer lab. And then if for any other reasons you're having some issues with Respondus, you need to email me and let me know what's going on after you've contacted technical support, unless it's of course a Chromebook, which don't contact technical support. Just let me know you have a Chromebook. That is all I have. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Thank you.